Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library and I have a really big box of all new fiction. So I am super excited about that. And I'm going to start out with a whole pile because we got the entire Heated Rivalry like romance novel series by Rachel Reed, which is now a hit TV show. So if you want to read the first one or the last one, anyone, we got them all. So that's going to be exciting for fans of that series, of which there are many. We also got two copies of Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. I think I got confused because it's the paperback and the hardcover, so I don't think I realized, but super popular book. I think people will like to have the choice between paperback and hardcover. This one has an intriguing cover, The Mad Wife by Meagan Church, author I'm not familiar with. So this says that Lula Mayfeld has spent 5 years molding herself into a perfect 1950s housewife, but her life begins to unravel. And one of her neighbors gets fixated about her. The Murder at World's End by Ross Montgomery. So my understanding is this sort of a locked room mystery. So it's a manor sealed against the end of the world, Cornwall, 1910. Oh, they think that because Halley's Comet is coming, it's going to be the end of the world. Ooh, and then someone gets murdered in the manor. I think this is going to be on my list. I'm on a big mystery kick. Matthew Quirk, The Method. So this is a sort of page turner thriller. So this is about an actress who sounds like she becomes a spy in a war. It's the same author as The Night Agent, which was a popular Netflix TV show. Before I Forget by Tory, Henwood, Hoen. Lovely cover with this loon. It makes me think of Maine. So this is about a 26-year-old who's entering early adulthood under the weight of a new burden, her father's Alzheimer's. So she and her sister take him to their Adirondack lake house. I think that's an issue that's going to be familiar to a lot of people with relatives getting older. Okay, best offer wins, Marisa Kashino. This is definitely a very pitchy book because it's about a the very intense housing market right outside of DC, and about a woman who finds out a house is about to go on the market, and she becomes completely obsessed to she's trying to get the family to offer her the house before it goes on the market, but she ends up stalking them and maybe pretending to be their friend and stuff. So if you are feeling stressed out by the housing market, that seems like a good pick for a fun, cathartic read. We have The Heir Apparent by Rebecca Armitage. There she is on the back. And this is about a woman living in Tasmania with a wonderful life on a farm. And then her grandmother happens to be Queen of England. And then there's a big accident and she ends up on the throne. Sort of a classic premise, the unexpected royalty premise. We have Perfection. This is a very thin novel. It was an International Booker Prize 2025 shortlisted book, Perfection by Vincenzo Latronico, about an expat couple who fashioned a dream life for themselves in Berlin. They're young digital creatives. Very cool. Something presumably not great happens. The life, friends move back home or move on. The life of Berlin begins to lose its luster and they start edging close to 40. And, I guess that is not quite as dramatic as some of the other plots, but as someone who just edged into 40, it is a thing. Oh, okay. Another buzzy one, Half His Age by Jennette McCurdy. So this is the author of, what book did she write? Something about her mother. Oh, I'm glad my mom died. So another really like controversial title, and this is now a novel about a young girl who starts dating her creative writing teacher and is attracted to the fact that he's much older than her. She's only 17. The Quiet Mother by Arnaldur Indridason. So this looks like a Scandinavian one, Detective Conrad novel. Oh, a woman is found murdered in her Reykjavik home, her apartment ransacked. Oh, and on her desk is a um, note with the retired detective's phone number. She had been looking for a child she gave up for adoption. So this is part of a series. I can't remember if we have the others in this library, but yeah. So this is part of the series. I suspect it also works. If you just as an entry point. Jayne and Krentz, The Shop on Hidden Lane. Here she is on the back. And romantic suspense. Ooh, two families. And sounds like there's either a paranormal element or there's just, it says the paranormal community. So maybe people who, psychic trail leading to a bizarre desert art colony where nothing is as it seems. Simone St. James. We got a lot of big names in this box. It's so fun. That's a very intriguing cover with the bicycle in the attic. Uh, Author of The Sundown Motel, blurbed by Grady Hendrix, if that gives you an idea. So there's like a lot of unexplained deaths in this small town. And then so the girl is seeing spirits. So it sounds like there's definitely actual ghosts in this book. I read a lot of ghost books right around Halloween this year, like scary paranormal books. So maybe I'll save that for next Halloween. You don't really have to read them around Halloween, but it does feel like very, I don't know. Dead in the Water, John Mars. Oh, a multi-million copy best-selling author. Um, so this is about a man who survives a near drowning, and when he does, he sees the face of a dead boy who he doesn't remember, and so he starts trying to figure out what happened that maybe he would have had this memory surface, during his near-death experience. Another book prize winner. This one's a long list. Seascraper by Benjamin Wood. Very lovely cover, very moody. Oh, wow. Blurbed, this is a huge talent, Hilary Mantel. So it's got the Hilary Mantel blurb. She has sadly passed away. Sad for me because I was a big fan, but maybe this is just talking about the author in general. So it says the 20-year-old Thomas Flett lives a slow, deliberate life with his mother in Longferry in northern England. He works as a shanker, which I actually don't even know what it is. He scrapes for shrimp. He's in love with his neighbor and he plays the guitar, and then a mysterious American arrives in town wanting to film a movie. The Ferryman and His Wife by Frode Grytten. Nils Vick wakes up on November 18th and knows it will be the day he dies. And then he sort of goes through his past, the story of an ordinary yet profound life told in reverse. We have The List of Suspicious Things by Jennie Godfrey. Sorry, sometimes it's really easy to summarize, and then sometimes it like is a little more. It says it flips from hilarity to darkness and then back. So there's lots of murders going on. They're trying. It's in Yorkshire, England. Um, they make a list of all the suspicious people. Their search for truth reveals more secrets in their neighborhood than they ever thought possible. So I guess there's all these murders going on. They just start doing a blanket, like who could be suspicious, and then it turns out people are really suspicious. The True true story of Raja the Gullible and his mother. I love this title. It's by Rabih Alameddine. Um, I feel like I read about this. Now I'm trying to remember. A winner of the National Book Award. That's awesome. So this one takes place in Beirut. A 63-year-old Raja and his mother live side by side. Raja is, quote, the neighborhood homosexual. He relishes books, meditative walks, and solitude. But his mother wants to know every detail of his life. He doesn't like that she wants to be private. And then he gets an all expenses paid writing residency in America. Hmm. That sounds good. It says it's very funny. Oh, covers dances around 6 decades, so maybe not fully in chronological order. We have a new Laura Dean, the first time I saw him. I think this is a sequel. Yeah, it's a sequel to The Last Thing He Told Me, which I read, which was really a page turner. So, All the Little Houses by May Cobb. It's got a little canoe on a lake. Oh, wrote The Hunting Wives, which is now also a very popular TV show. I guess the one book gets made into a popular TV show, and then people want to read the other books as well. Mid 1980s in the tiny town of Longview, Texas. Hmm. About a girl who was humiliated coming of age. Huh. Oh, she has a self-made social empire. So maybe she's like an influencer? Two more. We have Alex Finney, My Husband's Wife. Very provocative title there. It seems okay at first, and then when you think about it, you're like, no, not good. Um, so it's about an artist on the brink of her big break. Um, she lives in a enchanting old house, but when she returns home, her key doesn't fit, and a woman eerily similar to her answers the door, and her husband insists that this other woman is her wife. Whoa, that's wild. That's a wild premise. That's really fun. I mean, how can you not be intrigued? The Bookbinder Secret by A.D. Bell. Oh, this is our last book in the box, and I love that it is book themed and such a beautiful cover. Uh, so this is about the apprentice to a master bookbinder in Oxford in 1901, but she chafes at the confines of her life. She's given a burned book during a professional visit to a collector. She finds a 50-year-old letter speaking of love, fortune, and murder. So she starts trying to find out more, and as her search leads her across the country from eccentric booksellers to private libraries. Oh, but then it sounds like people start coming after her, maybe as things get complicated. I'm sure things get complicated. I'm sure it's not an easy journey. Whoa, my pile of books is so big it's gonna tip over. Okay, that's it. Super excited to get these on the shelf, and I'll be back soon.